We sold a Mega Millions worth 1.5 billion. I thought it was 1.6 billion, called Lottery Island. And it's about a lotto winner who wins $900 million after taxes, just like the guy that was here won. Also wrote Postmark for Death.
Blackstone Audiobooks presents Fame Island by Lowe. I was a poster child for the American dream. Mark Burnett, producer of Survivor and The Apprentice. People are impressed by fame. Think big and live large. Donald J. Trump. Extras Union demands 15-minute breaks. In their latest contract negotiations, members of the Hollywood Extras Union are demanding relief from unrelenting anonymity. Quote, "Work schedules have become intolerable," unquote, Union President Gilbert Hayes told a Senate subcommittee investigating Hollywood's labor practices. Quote, "Our members work long hours behind the scenes and are subjected to star pranks. And what do they get in exchange? Only a blurred rolling of their names in the unreadable final credits. We are truly weary of this and only ask some small measure of relief from the darkness of our obscurity in the peaceful renewal of the limelight." Unquote. After a moment of silence, award statuette designer Susan Nyborg added, quote, "Yeah, and when do I get an award?" Unquote. 1. Just for the record, let me tell you about Sal Valenti. Picture a fat, middle-aged former Union thug with one rolled-up cotton sleeve revealing a tattoo of himself. Sal's a redhead whose perpetually rosy cheeks are not due to embarrassment, but rather from being slapped so often his chameleon face had long decided to stay that way. Flush and ready to print anything, he has come to inhabit a once tidy wood-paneled office with a nasty green Amazon parrot in an antique brass cage, and there he sits behind a cluttered mahogany desk with his hands resting palms up on the edge. Call me delusional, but his wriggling fingers always reminded me of the legs of giant Brazilian roaches trying to turn over an escape being featured on page 14 of the Celebration. That would be Benny's column on the bizarre in the world of science. Oh, and Sal's voice? It's not unlike the Godfather's, but with a pronounced nasal quality, as though he'd spent too much time underwater. Salt water, by the look of his red eyes. "What you got there for me, Jude?" Sal asked me, rendering his patented "don't disappoint me" stare. "Another humor column, I hope?" Sal worked in a meatpacking plant in Dallas before coming to Miami to take the reins of the tabloid. No one knew exactly what his connections were in getting the job, but it was rumored he'd done some sort of illegal service for Martin Weinstein, the little prick publisher of Celebration. The job probably involved the breaking of bones. Wishbones, most likely, because whatever education Sal possessed in the area of magazine editing and English grammar wouldn't have been able to parse the cat in the hat. "What I've got," I replied, "is a migraine, Sal. Sorry, but have you got anything real for me, is the better question. That's why I come in here with this hangdog look. See it? Any leads on the South Beach party tonight?" "Stick to satire," Sal said. "Mark and Russ are covering that." I sighed. Mark Messna and Russ Wells were fresh out of journalism school at FSU, having failed to make the recruiting cut to the Miami Herald or the Orlando Dispatch. True, they hadn't picked up anything compromising in the way of ethics or self-respect as roomies in college, thanks to frat parties and online term paper purchases, but their actual field experience was limited to those contact scouting for resumes, not for celebrities snorting coke with known felons. The little matter of keeping their student loan creditors from holding a pocket mirror to their noses as they slept in a dumpster had brought them to Sal in the first place, And Sal, being inept at everything but delegation himself, always admired desperation more than he did credentials. In this way, he was similar to the old curmudgeon he'd replaced back when I'd first applied after my failed career as a travel writer. "You know, Giselle is supposed to be there tonight," I said, angling to be included somehow while voicing my complaint. "Forget her, she's eye candy," Sal declared. "Too skinny anyways." I chuckled, admiring the cheese Danish next to his telephone console. "Too skinny for what?" "Huh?" "Anyway, you can't be too skinny or too rich," I reminded him, quoting a fashion Bible I hadn't read in a long time. "Oh, no," Sal said. "Then what was that series on anorexic stars you did last year?" "That was different," I told him. "How's it different?" "Never mind. Look, if you gotta get out of the office and write something that might actually get us sued, well, you come up with your own dirt, okay? Just remember, I need something big, unusual. Give me something with teeth." "You mean like the biggest Everglades croc? What?" "I don't know. What do I pay you for? Fabricate something." You mean fabricate?" "Yeah, that's it." "Lie." "Well, you don't have to do that exactly," Sal said. He swiped at a fly, slapping his tattoo in the process. Then he picked up his cheese Danish and studied it. "Just make sure it's big and juicy," he said, and sank his yellow incisors into the pastry. "Be careful out there." "Right," I told him. "Thanks for your wonderful input, Sal." He glanced up as I was leaving, clutching the 3 new Hollywood News satire pieces I'd reluctantly just airplaned him. "Hey, Jude," he said, still chomping on pastry. I frowned as I turned at the door. "Yeah?" "Good. Rhymes with luck."
Lottery Island, written by Jonathan Lowe, narrated by Tom Lennon. Chapter 1. Just for the record, let me introduce my boss, Sal Valente. Picture a fat, middle-aged former Union thug with one rolled-up cotton sleeve revealing a tattoo of himself. Sal's a redhead, whose perpetually rosy cheeks are not due to embarrassment, but rather from being slapped so often his chameleon face had long decided to stay that way. Flush and ready to print anything, he has come to inhabit a once tidy wood-paneled office with a nasty green Amazon parrot in an antique brass cage, and there he sits, behind a cluttered mahogany desk with his hands resting palms up on the edge. Call me delusional, but his wriggling fingers always reminded me of the legs of giant Brazilian roaches trying to turn over and escape being featured on page 14 of the Celebration. That would be Benny's column on the bizarre in the world of science. Oh, and Sal's voice? Not unlike the Godfather's, but with a pronounced nasal quality, as though he's spent too much time underwater. Saltwater, by the look of his red eyes. "What do you got there for me, Jude?" Sal asked me one pivotal afternoon, rendering his patented "don't disappoint me" stare. "Another lifestyle piece, I hope." Sal worked in a meatpacking plant in Dallas before coming to Miami to take the reins of the tabloid. No one knew exactly what his connections were to get the job, but it was rumored he'd done some sort of illegal service for Martin Weinstein, the little prick publisher of the Celebration. The job probably involved the breaking of bones. Wishbones, most likely, because whatever education Sal possessed in the area of magazine editing and English grammar wouldn't have been enough to parse the cat in the hat. "What I've got," I reply, "is soap star Tracy Corwin caught on camera cussing a blue streak." "Who'd you say?" Sal accepts my proffered video camera, then crooks his chin to study the playback. When he recognizes me on the LCD, his eyes narrow perceptibly. At my cannonball in her hotel pool, his look evinces disgust. "We can't be merched," he concludes, wriggling his nose. "What? You mean besmirched?" He shakes a finger at me. "Right." Then he looks down and manipulates the controls on my camera.
A helping hand.
What's wrong with you two? Look like the world just ended.
You've done it this time, haven't you?
Look, you can have the car now.
The Rambler? That's generous. You know, you could have bought a luxury car for the same price as that thing out there. What were you thinking?
No, what were you thinking? That you'd drive some new car? A Lexus, maybe? That it? I'm the one with the job here, Edna. I told you, I wanted my own transportation. I'm tired of waiting for you to show up after one of your shopping sprees halfway across Tucson, spending my money, our money.
You did this on purpose, didn't you? So we couldn't drive it. You're too much of a wimp for something that big anyway. And the payments on that thing. How are we going to afford something new around here now? You think my Social Security will pay for it, huh, Freddie?
Pay for what?
For a baby.
But we don't have a baby.
And we never will.
That does it. Finally, I can hear myself think. Freedom. Yes! Way out here on a dirt road, away from the traffic, away from everybody. Almost like I never married Julie. And her mother. Almost.
You're too much of a wimp for something that big anyway.
Right. I got the last laugh, didn't I, Edna? I didn't see him. Too late. Damn. But, hey, doesn't look too bad. Just a broken mirror. Lucky it was dirt, and I'm wearing leather. Now, get my breath, get it back up from this ditch. Damn, it's too heavy. Too big. Too big for me. Damn. I need help. Where am I? Way out in the middle of nowhere, in the desert. Scrub brush, mesquite, open range land. Maybe if I climb this hill, I'll see the highway. Route 83 connecting to the interstate. Or maybe there's a ranch house. Someone to help. Jeez, starting to get hot already. Ouch! Cactus. Sharp scrapes on my new leather now. Great. Ugh. Almost to the top. That's 83, way over there. And what is that? A big hump in the desert? Like an igloo. A house, maybe? One of those environmentalist wackos. Oh, they would hate motorcycles too, worse than Edna.
Don't you blame me, Freddie. I'm not to blame. You should have seen what was ahead for you. You was born to lose.
Yeah, right. Well, whatever it is, I gotta get past it over the fence beyond and over to 83. Then I can put on my thumb. Little traffic over there. Tourists looking at the saguaros and coyotes. Maybe somebody will stop. Take pity. Oof, getting thirsty. It's a weird looking thing. All concrete. No windows or doors. A big concrete igloo sticking out of the sand. What in the devil is it? What the hell is that? It's coming from inside the thing. Anybody here? Wow. I actually felt that in the ground. What is this? Power plant? Relay station? Buried cable, maybe. Ugh, I gotta get over the fence, get to the highway. Get help. Damn! Gotta get the top wire off. I'll use this rock.
Can't read signs.
Ooh, what?
You heard me, like the one back there at the... Well, I'll be damned. They did it again.
Did what?
Or maybe it was you did it. You take down the chain with my sign on it?
What sign? I didn't see no damn sign.
Keep out sign means...
Don't point that thing at me. There was no sign. I wrecked my bike over there and I need help lifting it. Damn it.
Nice jacket. Name's Kyle Summers. This is my place now.
Your place?
Bought it for a retirement home 3 years ago. Went on vacation to see my son in Florida a month ago, and when I got back, somebody had stolen my sand. It's high-grade stuff, that sand. Air Force trucked it in here back in the 60s when they built this place. Keep the place cool as a rabbit's burrow.
Or a snake's?
What was that?
Nothing.
Used a dump truck, the thieving bastards. Uncovered my control room.
Control room?
Of course. This here's an old Titan missile base. Didn't you know that?
Holy...
Half a dozen of them out in the desert. One's a museum, you know. Another was bought by some guy in New Jersey. Plans to turn it into a cafe. The Lame Duck.
And you live here?
Why not? Got a storage tank underground, fed by a well. Generator, too. I burn candles mostly, though. Make my own.
Doesn't it get... boring?
Nah, it's a kick fixing things up. Actually, I bought 2 sites. Use the other one for spare parts.
That's so.
Yes, sir. Got me a TV, books, and there's no chance of some punk coming in and holding a knife to my throat. And if there's an accident at Hughes Missile Systems in town, or somebody like Saddam drops the big one, I guess I'll live through that too, won't I? Will you?
Quite a hobby. I'll admit that. But you're alone here, then?
Wife's in Florida with my son, except he's no kid anymore, no siree.
They ever been here?
We're not on speaking terms anymore. Wife, she poisoned him against me.
You reckon you could give me a hand with my bike? I ran into the ditch to miss a cow, and I can't lift it.
Sure, I suppose I could do that. I keep fit. You want to have a look-see at my setup first? Don't get many visitors.
You got water in there? I'm getting thirsty.
Of course I got water. Well water from deep. There's a reinforced tunnel other side. My pickup's over there, too. See? This way. I removed the unnecessary fixtures. Just watch your head on the reinforcement bars.
What did you do? For a living?
I was an engineer. Civil engineer. You?
I, repair air conditioners. Sell them, too.
That right. Well, maybe you can help me with mine.
What I mean is those small window units. Don't know much about industrial models.
You'll have a look anyway, won't you? I didn't need it before, but with that sand gone, Here we are. Watch your feet.
Holy mother of... Don't beam me up yet, Scotty. What's that rumbling sound?
Generator. Doesn't usually run it. Uses fuel.
Jeez.
Monitors give readouts of system functions. Temperature, humidity, that kind of thing.
But there's a missile in there now.
Just a videotape for effect. Pretty authentic, huh? See, it's a TV, too. The price is right. And it was.
Those springs keep this room safe from shockwaves?
Handle anything but a direct hit.
This is great. Bit warm, though.
Got everything fired up right now except that air conditioner. Yes, sir, Bob.
Freddie. You know, you could get $5 a head here, easy. Run a tour.
Don't have to do that. Not yet.
Damn lucky.
No, it's been hard work. Hard.
You don't know how lucky. More lucky than me, stuck with my damn boss. All the traffic in the city there, can't get away, you know?
You want to lend me a hand with that air conditioner now? Then I'll help you with your bike.
Can I get some water first?
Well, sure. Living quarters through there.
Thanks.
Watch your feet.
Careful, Freddy. Hey, Edna, guess what? I got me a missile bunker. And when the big one hits, you're gonna be outside without a key.
Freddie?
No grandson for you to poison against me, no ma'am.
Freddie, you come back here. You hear me?
Kinda bleak. A single bare bulb, bare stone ceiling, army cot, sink, dresser, toilet too, with the lid up. Not married for sure. No sirree Bob. What's this though? Odd photo. That his son? I shouldn't, but scrapbook. Newspaper clipping. Lawsuit unsuccessful. Dr. Kyle Summers, an engineer for Davis Monthan Systems Compliance Unit, failed in his attempt to sue the Veterans Administration over its refusal to take his son Patrick's case. Patrick Summers, Dr. Summers' only son, died of heart failure resulting from complications connected to Agent Orange disbursement during the Vietnam War.
You okay in there?
Damn. Yeah, thanks. Just taking a whiz. It was thought at the time that the defoliant would not have toxic effects, and the VA in Tucson has so far failed to accept such cases from area veterans. Arizona Daily Star, August 11th, 1973. His son died, so why? And what's that over there? A closet? My God! There's enough food in here to feed the crew of an aircraft carrier. Hormel chili, Del Monte fruit cocktail, Campbell's split pea soup, Kraft macaroni and cheese, hamburger helper, but no hamburger, just that little helping hand. Card table too, game of solitaire. This place is great. What was that? Gotta go. Had to use your toilet. Hope you don't mind.
Well, you must be piss poor now.
How'd you know? My bike's about the nicest thing I ever owned.
That right? You about ready to give me a hand with this air conditioning system?
I guess. Where is it?
That console near the wall over there, see it?
This? Looks old. Old as you.
Just a relay.
But I'm really not familiar with...
Don't matter. You push and turn that red key.
This one?
That's the one, but wait a second, at the count of 3, okay?
You're gonna help me lift my bike afterward, right?
Your bike? Oh, sure. You think I can't? Think your old man's too frail, do you?
I didn't say...
Steady now. Cross your fingers.
Listen, I need to ask you...
Ready?
Wait, about your son.
Huh? Can't hear you.
Poor old geezer, pretending his son's still alive, locking himself up like this.
Ready? 1.
Plenty of bastards to hide here from. But if people only pulled together, helped each other out...
3.
Hey, I don't feel any cool air.
How about now?
Yeah, there it is. It's working.
Amazing, huh?
What are you doing now?
Shutting down. The show's over. For now.
Are you gonna help me with my bike?
Sure thing. In about a year or so. After all, one good turn deserves another, right?
What do you mean?
Now, was there something you wanted to ask me, son?
Going down.
Hey, you. Both hands where I can see them. Come on, come on! Okay. Forget the 5s, 20s and up. Into this bag.
You ever done this before?
What, robbed a casino? Piece of cake.
Think so, eh?
I'm here, ain't I? The bag.
Look, you got lucky tonight, kid, finding the counting room up here with just me. But I gotta warn you, the odds still favor the house. You can't get out of here alive.
You watch me. I'm taking an elevator right down to the lobby. There's a Jeep waiting right outside and a desert out there just begging for me to get lost in.
You don't get it, do ya? This money, kid, it's, how should I say, protected.
That's what I heard. Only thing is, see, neither you or the mob know who I am.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me. Give me the bag. Now turn around.
You leave this room, there's nowhere to run, kid.
Tell me about it.
Go!
Must be 200 grand. And I'll take off the fake mustache, reverse my shirt. It's not a Jeep either, old man, and I'm a tourist. I'm a tourist, and now it's time to check out. Damn. Now I gotta take the stairs. What was that he said?
But I gotta warn you, the odds still favor the house.
Right. I'll take the elevator from the next floor down. But what if... No. No one takes the stairs. Gotta hurry, though. Out of shape. Fighting the cold, too.
You got lucky tonight, kid. You ever done this before?
No, sir, but nobody's gonna stop me now. Almost home free.
Leave this room, there's nowhere to run, kid.
Still no door. How much further can it be? Where's the floor signs? I must be at ground level by now.
You don't get it, do you?
Who built this place?
It doesn't matter. You can't get out of here alive.
Still no door. Should have stopped smoking. This is nuts. This is crazy. Where's the end to it? Where's it end? Gotta end. Mob will be after me before long. The syndicate, the underworld. There's still no door. It's solid, but where's it end? What's down there? It keeps going. It just keeps going. When's it end? The wall is moving.
Going down.
We hope you enjoyed this audiobook from Timberwolf Press. If you'd like to learn more about other books on tape, you're invited to visit audiobookstoday.com.